When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
If the post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They're going to look to throw. Pass incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a throw across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Eli Harold Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Taking it about the 16. Yeah, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Green 39. Green 39. Slow. Z.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Watch it now, Barney.
He may try and run for this. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Falcons send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
Blue 45.
Mahomes now on 1st down. On target over the middle of Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This is Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. So that one will be accepted. Mahomes going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Got some room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Right back to him on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I got it. 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. So.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gone!
Back to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And Hill with it over the middle. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Now, Barney. Now let's go. Green.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's complete to Chris Conley. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Butker now to add the extra point. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Kelsey imposing his will. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll look to throw here. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. They're going to keep it on the ground. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Falcons grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked
as we speak.
Points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 92% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's Coleman here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Coleman, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to push his way through. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not only going to catch the football, he's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons add on. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Black 58, red.
One final try from Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo